Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a list of my top 15 YouTube basketball players. As most of y'all know, this is a pretty big topic in the basketball community on YouTube. And a couple things about the video: I left the Bone Collector and the Professor off the list because I feel like they're more into the street ball scene. And also, every one of these players in my top 15, you can find their links to the channels down below in the description if you want to go check them out afterwards. I'd also like to note, I'm not taking shots or trying to disrespect anybody with this list. It's just my opinion. But anyways, make sure to go follow me on Twitter, guys, and on to the list. And coming in at number 15, we have Duke Ennis. Now, Duke is one of my favorite 2K content creators that I love to watch, and outside of that, he posts some IRL basketball videos that are pretty entertaining as well. And when you watch Duke play, a few things that stand out is his athleticism, his ability to shoot, and just his all-around ability to score. It makes him really hard to guard. But outside of making his IRL videos, I don't know how serious he takes basketball. I'm sure if he got in the gym and actually worked on his game, he could probably crack the top 10 on my list. And actually, from my understanding, I heard he didn't play college ball or high school ball, which is crazy considering how talented he is with that little of experience. But yeah, you'll see a lot of guys on this list that if they just put in the time and worked on the game, they can move up quite a few spots on the list. But anyways, guys, there you have it. Number 15, Duke Ennis. And coming in at number 14, we have Hoopinlife. Now, Nelly, he's only 5'7", but he makes up for it with how quick he is, and the dude has crazy bounce. He's only 5'7" and can windmill it, which is just ridiculous. But if it wasn't for his size, he'd probably be higher on this list. But I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's currently playing pro ball in China, so that kind of speaks for itself. At number 13, we have Chris Staples. Now, most of y'all probably know him as a professional dunker, but he's just an all-around really talented basketball player. And he's probably almost as good of a shooter as he is a dunker, which is pretty crazy. He has a few videos on his channel of him going one-on-one or two-on-two, and I'd like to see him drive in and try to dunk more, but he rarely does when he's playing pickup. I guess he don't run a risk getting caught in midair and getting injured since he is a professional dunker and that's how he makes his money, but that could be it. And coming in at number 12, we have Jess. Now, I know all of y'all know who Jess is with his YouTube videos of his crazy layups and crazy trick shots. But outside of that, he's a pretty good basketball player. He has a really nice handle and a really nice looking jump shot. The only problem with him is his size. He's only about 5'9", so he's at a height disadvantage in most of his matchups he's in, but he can still score the ball with ease with his ability to create separation. And another takeaway from his size is his ability to play defense. Being smaller, it's obviously harder to guard bigger defenders. But even with the size disadvantage, he still plays hard on defense, and he's super fearless. He'll literally go at anybody on any given day. But yeah, if it wasn't for his size, I could see him being a few spots higher on this list. And coming in at number 11, we have Minotti. Now, for his height, I put him as 6'4", because in one of his videos, he says he's 6'5", but with shoes off, he's 6'4". But for his college stats and on the roster, whatever team he played for, they have him listed as 6'4". So I went ahead and put 6'4". There's a few people out there that say he's 6'6", 6'7", but I really don't see that. And he has a video where he's playing against a 6'5" college basketball player, and they're like basically the same height. So there's my reasoning for putting him as 6'4". But yeah, in his IRL videos where he plays 1v1, he didn't really put out that much effort, but he still like can score with ease, and he defends at a pretty high level. And you can just tell he's a talented basketball player. He did play D1 ball, and in high school he averaged like 13 points, 9 boards, and like 4 blocks a game as a senior. It's not crazy, but it's pretty good. And he's one of those guys that if he took basketball serious and actually trained and tried to get better, he could be in the top 10, top 8 on my list. But coming in at number 10, we have DC Heat. A couple years ago, he was just some tall, skinny kid that could shoot really good. But he shot up to about 6'5", added just a little bit more weight to him, and he has a really nice game around the basket, and he has a really nice layup package. You can tell he actually works on his game, and he's a senior in high school, but with the coronavirus, his senior season kind of got cut short. But I can definitely see him going and play at the college level if he chooses to, because he's just all around a really good talent. And honestly, I don't see him going anywhere but up on this list. If he just keeps working on his game, puts on a little bit more muscle and strength, he'll definitely get within the top 5, because he takes basketball really serious, and he takes these 1v1s really serious too. Ever since these lists started getting made, he's posted a couple reaction videos, and he's out here challenging a bunch of big YouTubers to 1v1s, and there's a couple, I'm not going to name any names, but there's been 1 or 2 people that are kind of ducking him. But he's not scared of anybody, it looks like. He's just trying to get a name for himself and move up the list, and I respect that. Now, coming in at number 9, we have Marcellus Howard. Now, he's a really entertaining content creator. He makes some really fun videos. And he's only 5'9", but he's really good at scoring the basketball, and he plays really tough defense. Like, he don't let his height stop him. Not gonna lie, if he was taller, he'd be another guy that's higher on this list. But even at just 5'9", he's like super creative at scoring the basketball, and he's just really fun to watch. You also really go check out his channel. And coming in at number 8, we have Trey Good. Now, Trey Good, a couple things that stand out about him is he is just a really great all-around player, and he's super athletic. And he really is good at using his athleticism to score. He actually grew up like 15 minutes from me. He went to Northside High School in Fort Smith, and I went to Muldrow High School, which is like 15 minutes away. But yeah, he's just a crazy athlete, probably top 3 athlete on this list. It really sucks you don't take basketball that serious anymore, because I know me and a bunch of other people really liked watching him play. But yeah, coming in at number 7, have Jeremy Jones. He's only 5'9", but He's really athletic. He's got some bounce to him, and he's super quick. And he has a nasty pull-up jumper. But him and Trey both, if they took basketball serious like they used to a couple years ago, they would both be way higher on this list. It's pretty cool because Jeremy and Trey, they actually work out and play pickup sometimes down at the gym that I work out at over at Mercy Fitness. So I'd actually like to make a video playing them 1v1 or get a 2v2 going with them and one of my buddies. Kind of see where I stand out with a couple of the top players on this list. And coming in at number 6, we have BDot. Now, most of y'all know BDot. He's a pretty good entertainer on YouTube and on Instagram. He makes some really fun videos over there. And when he's not joking around, he's actually taking ball serious. He can actually hoop. He played pro ball over in Australia, I believe it is. And then he played in the NBA G League. So, yeah, the dude can definitely hoop. Now, he's not the tallest or the strongest, but he can get off any shot and make it seem like a good shot. But yeah, he's who we have at number 6 on the list. And coming in at number 5, we have LSK, Chris London. By far my favorite YouTuber. He actually gave me inspiration to make my YouTube channel, so I'll give a shout out to him. Really, the only thing I can take away from his game is his durability. He seems to get injured a lot, and the fact that he's so slim, that takes away from his strength, but he makes up for that with his height. He stands at about 6'10", and outside of his height, he's actually still a really talented basketball player. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the court, and he can handle the ball pretty well for his size. With his height advantage over everybody, he actually kind of reminds me of Kristaps Porzingis. He's like a shooting guard in a center's body. But I like to see him take ball more serious, because if he took ball, he's even made a video where he said that outside of making videos, he really don't pick up a basketball and actually practice or train. So if he took ball more serious and actually worked on his game, he could easily be top 3 on this list. And he's another one of those players on the list that has played pro ball overseas. And it wouldn't even be crazy to see him go into the NBA, especially with how today's game is played, where your big men have to space the floor. But yeah, it just sucks that he had those injury problems early in his career. It would have been fun to see what he could have actually become if he would have never got injured. And coming in at number 4, we have Devante Friga. Now, if y'all don't know who this guy is, y'all need to go check out his channel immediately. His content is amazing. He's currently a senior. He's playing D3, but with the coronavirus, his senior season got cut short. And he announced in one of his videos that he accepted an offer to go play pro ball overseas. He hasn't announced where yet, though, but that speaks for itself. He can definitely hoop. Another guy on this list that's not crazy tall. He's only 6'2", but he has a crazy combination of strength and speed. This dude is fast, and he uses that, and he can score in a variety of ways, and he can shoot the ball. He's just all around a good scorer, and he's a YouTuber that's on the rise. I don't think he has not even 200,000 subscribers yet. But yeah, y'all need to go check him out. His content's really entertaining. He posts a bunch of 1v1s where he plays against D1 athletes, pro athletes, really popular YouTubers. He's out here trying to make a name for himself, and he is making a name for himself. But yeah, he's who I have at number 4 on the list. And finally, we're at the top 3, and coming in at number 3, we have AJ Lepre. Now, AJ, he's a really good all-around scorer. He really uses his height and length as an advantage to shoot over smaller defenders. And he's a really good shooter, so it just makes it that much harder to guard him. He's another player on this list that has a solid basketball background outside of YouTube. He's played college ball. 3 different colleges. I believe it's Oregon, Rice, and Pepperdine. And you'll notice as a weakness for him, I have he chooses when to go hard on defense. And he actually came out the other day because he's reacting to a bunch of these top basketball players lists. And he said that he chooses when to go hard on defense because he's about making content. And so he wants to make the content entertaining. So sometimes he lets the opponent score. But I guess he took offense to some of these lists, and he said he's going to start going harder on a lot of these 1v1s he has. But number 2, we have Dev in the Lab. Now, I'm going to be straight up with you. He could probably school anybody on this list. Number 1 all the way through 15. Like, his IQ is off the charts, and he is a true student of the game. He's always in the gym training. He's always looking to get better. Really, the only thing I can take away from his game is his height. He's only about 6 feet tall. And he's like 31 years old. And I think he's lost a step the past couple years. But he can still score the ball with ease. And like I said, his IQ is just off the charts. And like a bunch of players on this list, he played college ball, so he has a basketball background. But yeah, there we have it. Number 2, Dev in the Lab. And finally, number 1, without a doubt, Fillet. Like, this man is just a walking bucket. Like, he can shoot from anywhere on the court. His shot is ridiculous. And he's currently playing pro ball, I believe, in Canada. And I believe he's trying to make it to the NBA. And I can honestly see him doing that. He is just a ridiculous talent, and y'all should definitely go check out his channel if you haven't seen him before and watch his highlights, and you'll see why he's number 1. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was pretty long, but there you have it. There's my list, 1 through 15, who I think the best basketball YouTubers are. And comment down below and let me know if I left anybody off the list. And let me know y'all's list, who y'all think are the top 10, top 15 basketball players on YouTube. But anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. And until next time, peace.